We used AI to digitize and rematerialize the essence of a plum. What we've done is we've cut a plum here, and we're going to put it into a vial where the scent that's leaving the plum is being trapped inside of this vial.
Wow, isn't that just awesome? It looks like these guys at Osmo AI have pulled off something that is truly phenomenal. The great minds at the XX company have debuted their revolutionary technologies that give them the ability to teleport scents and smells. This is incredible, especially as it may mean that concepts such as Smellovision may actually come to fruition. Many of us may not have even known that this was going on, especially as we may not even know about the existence of companies such as Osmo AI, but there you go. Turns out that the minds at Osmo AI were former Google employees, and with the experience and known how attained by working with the giant company, they have been able to achieve something that many people believed would never happen. However, it looks like this may be the perfect time to be alive, especially as we seem to be making many major breakthroughs when it comes to things like science and technology as we approach the 2030s. Looking at what is going on with Osmo AI, we are once again compelled to consider the true extent of what the XX company has been able to achieve. For some time now, some of our senses such as vision and hearing have been digitized. Somehow smell, which is considered to be our oldest and deepest sense, has not experienced this level of digitization. Looking to achieve this, it seems as though Osmo brought the frontier AI and all olfactory science to pull this rather difficult feat off. To achieve this goal, it seems as though they have decided to start off with fragrance, with the end goal being that they hope that this would improve the health and general well-being of people with the use of smell. Initially, this project started off under the watch of Alex Wichko over at Google Research. There, they were supposedly using state-of-the-art machine learning so that they could build the foundation blocks of Osmo's map of smell. This seems to be a representation of recent trends in which former Google employees go on to make great strides in the AI industry. How did they achieve this? Use of graph neural networks. If you ask the guys at Osmo AI, the first thing they would tell you about how they got this thing to work is that they made use of graph neural networks to achieve a major breakthrough in predicting the smell of a molecule from its structure. This allows them to create new molecules that haven't been smelled before. This also allowed them to predict with superhuman accuracy when the smell occurs. At this stage, this has given the XX-based company the potential ability to design molecules that smell bad to mosquitoes, for example. Some say that this technology would help them analyze why products such as DEETs smell so bad to mosquitoes. Apparently, the product smells like rotten eggs or bad fruit to mosquitoes, and as such, this ability to predict and create this smell could prove useful to those who are hoping to create the most potent mosquito repellents out there. The technology will help them capture and analyze exactly what makes this substance so repellent to mosquitoes, thanks to the AI and the smell maps used in the process. With that, they can even create even more repellent substances that would get rid of the pesky bugs. What may even be better about this whole affair is that the use of this AI could make the process go really quickly. It helps the researchers overcome the need to carry out hundreds upon thousands of tests on different chemicals or chemical combinations. Instead, all they now need to do is digitally model new repellent molecules so that the AI can predict which one would be the most repellent to these mosquitoes. This seems to be a great situation for all, because not only would the AI make sure that these new combinations for repellent chemicals devastate the mosquito population, it could also make sure that the smells are not too bad for human beings as well. Rapid rate of progress. This is really great work, especially as Osmo has claimed that they seem to be making rapid progress with every month that goes by. Before long, we may be living in a world where we may be able to transmit the smells we experience to one another. Think about sending the scent of a cologne you perceived at the mall to your spouse. This is going to be a major breakthrough, especially as people may not realize how important smells are to an experience. Most times you'd find that we rely more on our vision and our physical sense of touch when we interact with our immediate environment. With technology like this, you may be able to see how our sense of smell may be something that would boost our sensory experiences in the years to come. Looking at the technology before us, The guys at Osmo AI have seen that there can be ways to make use of their scent platform to initially begin its work in the sensory world of scent before extending to other domains in the physical world, especially in cases where there are molecules that may have valuable data in relation to their work. This is key for Osmo and their work, especially if they get the chance to work with partners who would help them develop and explore new experiences with their platforms. With that in mind, there are several areas in which this could work. For starters, think of how great such technology would be in fields such as virtual and augmented reality. Imagine if you just append to be in a virtual reality restaurant. Think of all the smells and aromas that you would perceive while you wait to order your meal. In terms of situations of augmented reality, think of how great this technology could be if it were used in some educational settings. For example, think of how impactful Sense could be if you used augmented reality to teach a class on the Battle of Gettysburg. Think of how impactful it will be to be able to smell the gunpowder in the air as those veterans battled for the future of their country. It could also have a lot of impact when it comes to teaching people about health and safety. Of course, we cannot ignore how much impact such technology would have in the world of gaming. Imagine being able to smell your opponent in a game such as Call of Duty, especially after they have worked up a sweat traveling through that virtual world. This sensory experience with the sense would also boost a moviegoer's experience as well. Imagine being able to smell the roses in a romantic flower scene. In the reverse, imagine being able to smell the blood and gore in some of the most shocking horror movies you had the misfortune of laying your eyes on. That would be truly awesome. At least way more than the movie experiences we've had in the last century or so. With this in mind, this technology can be used outside the world of entertainment, as not only can it be used in the advertising industry, it can also help people like farmers make the most of their environment. For example, it could help boost the health of their crops and livestock, as it could help them detect whatever pests or diseases that may be plaguing the farm. The use of this technology seems to be endless in nature. As such, it somehow underlines the underrated nature of this technology that we may have in hand. It can even help in the healthcare of humans. Think about the animals that have been said to be able to detect diseases through scent. If they can replicate this with this technology, we may be able to pick up diseases long before they destroy our lives. The potential is truly endless indeed. As you guys can imagine, there are many that cannot wait for this to hit the mainstream market. Well, such people will be even more excited to find that they may not have to wait for too long to see this, as Osmo AI has released that they will be opening select demos to the market so that some of us could get to try this scent teleportation for themselves. Such people will be able to perceive the scent of a burger, for example, while the guys at Osmo analyze a sample of the same smell in their labs so that they can recreate it for people to review. Pretty cool if you ask us here on this channel, especially to those who are eager to confirm that this is real technology and not some sort of hoax. If you want to try it out, please do not hesitate to log on to their website so that you may be one of the early ones to sample this technology.